Time for a Talltale short.
In the cozy little town of Slowgrove, there lived a dog named Waffles. Waffles was a large, fuzzy Labrador with boundless energy and a heart that overflowed with love for everyone he met. But his enthusiasm, as infectious as it was, often led to adventures that the townsfolk were not quite prepared for. Each morning, Waffles would embark on his walk, his tail wagging so fast it could outpace a hummingbird's wings. His first stop was always at Mrs. Potts's bakery, but his way of saying hello was a little unconventional. With a giant leap and a burst of speed, he would often snatch a warm croissant right off the cooling rack. Mrs. Potts would shake her head, but her eyes twinkled with amusement as she watched the golden blur that was Waffles dash away, croissant in mouth. Next was Mr. Postman's daily battle. Waffles loved the smell of the letters and packages. As soon as Mr. Postman appeared, Waffles would race up, trying to fetch the letters like they were his favorite chew toy. More often than not, Mr. Postman would end up chasing Waffles around town to retrieve the day's mail. Then came Mrs. Green's garden. It was a riot of colors, filled with flowers that bobbed their heads in the gentle breeze. But when Waffles came bounding in, they were subjected to a much less gentle greeting. Flower beds became his personal playground, and no petunia was safe from his enthusiastic frolics. On one particular morning, amidst the usual chaos of flying pastries, runaway mail, and disrupted flower beds, Waffles noticed old Mr. Pebble, standing lost and worried in the town square. He had misplaced his walking stick and was struggling to find it. Waffles, with a bark of recognition, bounded over. Waffles sniffed the air, his nose twitching as he caught the familiar scent of Mr. Pebble's cane. With an excited yip, he scampered towards a bench where the stick lay unnoticed. He carefully picked it up and proudly trotted back to Mr. Pebble, his tail waving like a flag in a parade. The town square, usually filled with Waffles' boisterous antics, broke into laughter and applause. The overly enthusiastic Waffles had shown them that beneath his mischief there was a loving heart. From then on, Waffles was not just the friendly, chaos-causing dog, he was also a town hero, and he never walked past Mrs. Potts's bakery without receiving a well-deserved treat. Because sometimes heroes don't wear capes, sometimes they have wagging tails, a love for croissants, and a knack for turning ordinary days into unforgettable adventures.
This was a Talltale short, small but mighty stories, released daily in audio format. Create, read, and share more tales at talltale.com.